Since we're on the other side of Spawn of CyclopsCon, I thought that I would film an update on how I'm doing with my challenge to complete all of the Dungeon Crawl Classics adventure modules that I had on my shelves um, back in October. If you don't remember, or maybe you're new to the channel, or maybe you just clicked on this video, way back in time, back on October 19th, 2020, I filmed a video here on Living for Crits that was about, uh, all of the giant stack of adventures that I had. The whole idea that so many of us, especially in the Dungeon Crawl Classics community, collect all these modules, but how many do we actually play? And I really wanted to get to the end of my stack, especially with, new stuff coming, whether it's X Crawl or whether it was Empire of the East or whether it was Dying Earth at some point. And at the time, I took the stack, and it was 35 modules that I had to get through. And I thought that today I would just let you know how it's going. And I keep track of all this. I'm very careful about it. So back in October, I set out to complete 35 modules. And the completion rate was the completion plan was to have them all done by the end of 2021. I was realistic. I gave myself about a year and 2.5 months. So 14 and a half months to get this done. And really, with 35 modules, it seemed very, very doable. So I had 35 modules to start, and the good news is I've completed 17 of those modules at this time, with the help of about 38 of you out there that joined in, or 39 of you that joined in so far. And so of the 35 modules, I've completed 17, and I have 36 to go. I can tell that some of you are saying my math doesn't work, and that's because my list of modules grew. So as 2020 wrapped, I started realizing I had other modules to work on, and I still had some modules I had ordered, and I still had some compilations I wanted to finish. So my 35 modules became 53 modules, and it ended up including all of my Mutant Crawl Classic stuff also. So yeah, I don't know if I bit off more than I can chew here, but looking at the calendar right now, I've got 36. Well, the calendar and my computer program here, which is not a program, it's just friggin' Google like pages or numbers, right? Or whatever you call it. Whatever. I don't care about what I'm using program wise. It's Excel. Or I'm using Excel. Of the 53 modules, I have 17 I finished and 36 to go. And in that bunch, I figure at this point there are like 6 adventures that are part I would run with my DCC Lankmar game. I have 10 that I think qualify for one shots for DCC, 7 that are MCC one shots, 9 that I want to do with my Sunday DCC group, the Christmas module with the scratch offs. Uh, I have 2 that I want to do as part of a mini series with my fam, and then I want to do one more Purple Planet reunion for the last Purple Planet adventure that I have, which is Sky Masters of the Purple Planet. Buried in there also is the Chain Coffin, which is huge. I did some estimations of how many sessions this is going to require, and the number is 82. I got 82 sessions of DCC this year I'm going to have to complete to get this done. It didn't help that I may have spent January and February playing just one game of Numenera. I'm sorry, one game of DCC until Spawn Cyclops Con, and then because I had a Numenera campaign going and an Alternity campaign. I can't pause the Alternity campaign. That was the group playing in DCC Lankmar. We're going to go back to Lankmar at some point. I'm not quite as nervous. I only have 6 modules to finish with them to make sure I've completed all my DCC Lankmar stuff. But one of those is the Greatest Thieves in Lankmar, which hasn't arrived yet, so I couldn't finish if I wanted to. But I'm back to work this weekend. I've got on to do the MCC modules, I'm going to try to run those on Saturday mornings at 7 a.m. because I'm crazy, and maybe once a month doing that. And this weekend, seeking the posthumans. And then I'm taking my Sunday group out of Numenera, and we're returning to what we belong in, and that's DCC, and we're going to be playing The One Who Watches from Below. We're starting that game. So I really do think that between DCC days and some of these one shots I want to run, and then Empire of the Cyclops Con in September, and my regular groups, I can get through all these. But it's gonna be tough. I still think that it's gonna be a challenging year, but I want to do it. I really want to be. If I'm known for anything besides me and Evie doing these shows and the occasional times that Judge Mark Plord picks on me on Glowburn, I want to be the guy or the gamer that has finished through his entire stack of modules that he has and can talk about them and all the great experiences with them. And this is going to be the year. So 2021 is the year. I'm still working at it. For the folks that asked me during Spawn how it was going, it's going. I could have been halfway there by now if I just kept my original damn list. But I just got too. I don't know. I just started. I shot for the moon, and I kept buying adventures. I got a Cursed Heart of the World Ender. I got to do that one. I bought They Serve Brandlin Red. I got to do that one. I read through the DCC Lankmar stuff and realized there were some adventures in the back of the Land of Eight Cities book. So I got to do that one. Was it the Tooth of No Umbrolsk? Yeah, I got to do it. Man, this is going to be a big year. So that's where we're at. All right. So maybe some of you doing this with me. That'd be cool. If you're not, go get your stash of DCC and MCC stuff now together. Make a plan, chart it out, force your gaming groups to let you start playing DCC if they're not already. And if they are playing DCC, make sure you're playing at least weekly because, I don't know. It's late. I'm recording this at midnight. So I don't know why I was going down that path. Anyway, that's it. That's all from Judge James here. Keep gaming. I'll see you all on Sunday with Judge Evie. Good night.